Diddly do. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with Chavez Podcast number 269, Damn She Fine, with SMOL. SMOL is a little dog over there. Roger is the man in the hats. Is that a Trojan hat? Horse?
It's a MSU hat.
Nice. We're going to be talking about OnlyFans, crypto, charity, obviously dogs, SMOL. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And this kind of happened real quick. I think this is the quickest I've ever gone from meeting someone to interviewing them in my life.
Yes, it happened very quickly. We planned this 50 minutes in advance.
Yeah.
To be exact.
So, for people that don't know, SMOL is, I found you from Matt Wallace. I don't know how you got him, and we'll get to that. How you got him to tweet you, but so this is SMOL. Like, this is her name, right?
Yes, that's her name.
Okay. Where did you get SMOL from?
So, do you want the longer story about how she got to us? I guess you could say.
Or do you want it like super short or super long?
Okay, so basically,
Clip Notes version.
Okay, Clip Notes. She came from Alabama. She was rescued from a shelter there that was struggling. From a shelter in Michigan, they brought all these dogs back. SMOL was one of the dogs that was at one of their foster homes. Long story short, she got out at one of these foster homes, and we looked for her for a week. We finally caught her using McDonald's in a dog trap, and we became her fosters. And we decided to keep her. We couldn't get rid of her. She was too cute. We've had her for almost 2 years now.
Oh, little baby, so cute. Yes, this is a spicy stream, and super toddy. So, for those that don't know, I'm recovering from the flu, and this is my fourth hot toddy. So this is be an interesting stream. Okay, so how old is SMOL?
We believe her to be 3 years old.
Okay.
Her birthday is November 30th, so she just turned 3. But the shelter was very disorganized. Some papers said that she was 4 months. One of them said 4 years old, but you can go based on their teeth. Yeah. She has very pretty teeth.
I was a veterinarian assistant for about 9 years before I joined the military. Wow. So I love
for your service.
Oh, I appreciate the support. Yeah, I love dogs. I love all this jazz. And what breed is she?
So she's definitely a wiener dog, a Dachshund, but she's mixed with something else. She has longer legs than your normal wiener dog, a little bit bigger paws, but we potentially a German Shepherd. We need to do the DNA test. Yeah, we need to do the DNA test.
Oh, she's a baby. How soft are her ears? Her ears look super soft.
She has very fluffy, very cuddly ears.
That's a good pupper.
Yeah, she's very sweet. This is her
so
first
maybe it was like a German Shepherd puppy that was a male that bred with some type of, or maybe a corgi. I feel like a little corgi might be in there.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do the DNA test, but it's also kind of fun leaving a mystery.
Yeah, I was adopted, and in my head, I had this headcanon where it's like, well, aliens came down and they put like their DNA in my mom, and now I'm like part alien, and I've never gotten a DNA test, so it might still be true. Because if I get the DNA test, then it
it voids that.
yeah. I think for the lore for SMOL, probably best to not do the DNA test, so that this way we can create a narrative around her. So SMOL is not the only dog you have, right?
Yeah, we have 4 rescue dogs. One of them, her best friend is actually a German Shepherd. And then we have a Husky that we're not sure what he's mixed with. They're all rescues. He's a rescue dog. He has blue eyes, but brown fur. Then we have like a little Rottweiler Terrier. Again, that's not all that he is. We're not sure what he's mixed with. But again, we're big rescue dog people. You know, my girlfriend's worked for rescues for a couple years now. She does their charity events and everything. And, you know, we foster cats and things from time to time. We do our part. You know, these animals are definitely in need. And especially this year, it's a cold winter.
Yeah. So when you guys do this, so your wife's been working for the rescues. How did you meet your wife? Was it you were volunteering?
She's still my girlfriend for the time being.
Oh, okay.
But we met in college. We both went to MSU.
Okay. So I just have to say that even though I respect what you guys do, Ohio State is where it's at. OSU better than MSU. Fight me.
You know, the only rivalry I really cared about was U of M against MSU, but MSU's football program has been on the down low the last couple of years. So I once I got out of college, the only thing I really started caring about was the NFL.
Yeah. So when you started going to college, were you guys majoring in the same thing? How did you guys meet there?
Completely different things. Completely different.
And sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we pretty much met at a house party.
Okay. So when you guys met, did you know she? So I feel like in the veterinary field or in just the animal field in general, we can get a little crazy. We can get a little, well, partying crazy, but also a little weird. Did you know like how crazy she was about dogs and the rescue and all that?
I always knew that whatever relationship I ended up in, it was gonna have to be a dog lover, an animal lover, pet lover. Everyone in my family's animal lovers. My sister and her, and I guess my brother-in-law or her husband, they're also involved in the rescue. Even some ways my parents are involved. So I knew that she was gonna have to be crazy about pets as much as I am.
Okay, cool. All right, so it's a mutual thing. It's not like, I'll go along with it because it's what my partner likes. Okay, so it's a mutual thing. So through all of this, where did this idea come from of let's give our, so back in the day, my friend Julie had an OnlyFans, but she would just read parts of the Constitution on the videos, and it was free to join, and she would just read parts of the Constitution. She was super libertarian. Yeah. She just wanted people.
I mean, you can do whatever you want on OnlyFans, right? Yeah. And we're the first like verified dog on there. The idea came from the last year and a half of trading, to be honest with you. We've been in different meme coins. Obviously, we buy the majors, but there hasn't been anything creative. People keep trying to take these trends like 6, 7 and all this stuff that didn't originate on Twitter or it didn't originate from crypto and turn them into meme coins. But, you know, the community didn't build that. It's just something that's trendy. So we're trying to build something that actually makes a difference. And, you know, for the last year and a half, I pondered, you know, what would actually be a good meme coin? Oh, she wants to go down. There you go.
Okay.
What would actually be a good meme coin that it has a narrative that can go viral, it has a news event built into it, and something that can make a difference. And, you know, I was sitting there one day looking at SMOL, and I'm like, you know what? We need the next Doge. We need the next Dogecoin, but it needs to be made viral from all these people in crypto. It can't be, you know, they try to take accounts that have dogs on TikTok with millions of views and turn them into meme coins and then try to force the owner in them. That never works out. The owner always gets greedy. You know, it never ends up mission driven. You know, our mission is to actually help dogs and stuff. So, you know, we're making this viral through the crypto community, and that's exactly what Doge did, and, you know, SHIB as well. So we've seen previous success from taking a non-viral dog, making her viral. But then we thought, you know, that's not enough. We can't just take the dog, post her on TikTok and Instagram and expect her to go viral from the crypto community. So that's when we're like, let's put her on OnlyFans. You know, especially the last couple months, there's been a lot of complaints from people about OnlyFans and, you know, just kind of the creators on there, you know, showing off their money. There's even been complaints about celebrities and the way they show off their lifestyles and the unnatural, unrealistic lifestyle that they show off. So we're like, you know, let's make a celebrity by and for the people. Let's make a celebrity that, you know, represents all of us and we can all own a portion of it digitally. So we put her on OnlyFans. Our goal is to, you know, flip Sophie Rain and then flip the OnlyFans platform itself. And, you know, make SMOL the celebrity by and for the people. Nothing would be yesterday. We had a post under Kim Kardashian and she was showing off how she had this Fortnite partnership. And we said, like this post if you prefer SMOL on Fortnite. And 200 random people liked it, had like 100 reposts, 40,000 views. So people agree, you know, people are kind of sick of the OnlyFans celebrity culture. And wow. This is the celebrity by and for the people. This is kind of the dog that changes the narrative. It flips them on their head, right? And if you're on OnlyFans and you see this dog going viral, if you're hating on it, that makes you look bad. The best thing you can do is donate and show that you're part of the movement.
So we'll get to the OnlyFans in a second. Your comment got 32,000 impressions.
Okay,
so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's under Kim Kardashian thing. See, that's wild. I didn't even know she got. Oh, so she's in Fortnite. She's drinking the juice. And oh, she's doing the. Okay, all right, that's pretty fun. But yeah, that's people love dogs. Beautiful
Yeah, they
teeth.
do, man. They do.
Um, that's a good looking dog.
Yes,
Um,
very cute dog.
so what made you pick Small out of all your dogs? Like,
I
was
think
Small like
it's
the most photogenic?
because we're trying to do the impossible with crypto and flip all these creators on OnlyFans. She had the most impossible story. You know, she got lucky. She got rescued from a shelter that was not feeding her. You know, she was underfed. She was struggling there. She looked like a very sad dog. I could show you the photos of what, you know, what she looked like when she was in that shelter. She was a very sad dog. And then she finally gets rescued by a shelter from Michigan. And then, you know, she gets away again for a whole week. We never thought we were going to see this dog like again. And then by God's, you know, grace, we ended up capturing Small. And she did the impossible once. So her backstory is why we chose Small.
Okay. And all right, so let's talk about where am I at here? I just looked you guys up on CoinMarketCap. Very nice, up 100% on the day. So it is a pump fund crypto. And you guys have been active since November 13th?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
About a month. Or
And
over a month.
there's a billion tokens in it, right? In circulating
Yeah.
supply. Okay,
Yep.
and no more will be created. It's not
No,
inflationary.
it's all it's the standard pump fund contract. No more tokens can be minted, but you can burn some. And we've done some buybacks and burns. We've burned around 5% just to show our faith in the project. And almost all the creator fees have been used for buybacks and burns.
So there's out of the billion tokens that are out there, so 5% is burned, which is fantastic. So 950 million left. How many do you guys control between you and your girlfriend as the creators?
So me, my girlfriend, partner Joe, partner Pat, some of his cousins, like between our group, we have like a good 30% supply control. It's almost the exact same supply control that Pepe had.
Okay.
And some of that's already been used for partnerships, and some of it's been used for giveaways and things like that. We're not greedy with it.
So in the right now, on the OnlyFans, or at least on the website, it looks like there's maybe a dozen or a couple dozen followers, because it says to flip top earner salary, you want 100 subscribers.
Yeah. So if when we get to 100 subscribers, I think it puts us in the top 25%.
Really?
Anchors, yes.
You only need 100 subscribers to be in the top 25%.
Yes, but what people don't realize is most people start putting their stuff on there and they never gain any traction. You know, maybe they get like 4 or 5 people that stalk them, but
yeah,
the difference is when you get from 10% to 1%. You're going from like $6,000 a month to like $100,000 a month. So it's easy for us to flip these early stages to go from, you know, 99%. We went down to top 52% or up to the top 52% of creators. And now we sit in the top 45%. Our goal by the end of the weekend is to be in the top 30%. And again, especially while the numbers are kind of lower, we're going to donate all of this to charities. It will all be transparent, posted on our X. But in the future, you'll read on the site, it says 60% of the subscriptions will go to charity, 20% towards the project itself, and then 20% is kind of to be determined. But majority of it's going to go to dog rescues, rescuing dogs. You know, and if you look at how much Sophie Rain made, she made 100 mil. You know, that would be $60 million to dog rescues.
Okay, so this is it. It's official_small, right?
Yeah, yep, that's it.
Okay, so I am going to. Oh, I thought I had a card on here. Okay, I guess I don't. I thought I had I could have sworn I had a card on here, because you are not the first OnlyFans creator that I have interviewed.
Okay.
So I've done this before. Verifying payment. Oh God, I don't know the last 3 digits here. Maybe this might. I feel like I could do it with PayPal. I should be able to do it with them. Randy Chavez. It's okay. Yep. Subscribe. Yep. We'll pay, and we'll see if Randy Chavez's credit card goes through, it worked. I have subscribed for $4.99 a month. All right.
All right.
So I can see all the videos now. Oh my God, the little pupper. I can
yeah, we're gonna start posting more, I guess, better content on there.
This is so great. Oh, can I like these? Okay, I'm gonna
so wholesome, man. It's
gonna
so
give
wholesome.
my hearts. Okay, these are straight fire. Okay, so I be advised, people, I didn't buy this token. I don't have this token. I was like, the conversation was not like, yeah, give me like $8,000 worth of tokens and I'll pump it. Like we didn't have that agreement. This is freaking adorable.
It is
like
so
it.
cute.
So
Again,
getting back to the token, so you had 60% that's going to go to charities. I would recommend Best Friends Animal Society.
Okay.
I love them. They're like I in their golden circle. I donate over $1,000 each year to them.
So I have them on my tabs.
Yeah, Best Friends Animal Society, and then Animal Welfare Institute is really good, because not all charities are created equal. But so 60% is going to charity, and then out of the other 40%, can you re-go over that again? What the funds will go to?
Yeah, so 20% back to the project, paying for partnerships and things like that. And then 20% is undecided as of right now.
Okay. So if out of the other 20%, again, when it happens, I'd mentioned this in the Telegram. There's somebody here that had they had heard of VeVe back in the day, and I vaguely described it on the Telegram chat before. Do you have any experience with it, or do you know what it is?
No, that's
so
over my head.
Largest digital collectibles platform in the world. First appearance: Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, all that. And there's some things, and including my brand. So I'm a little crazy. I have this IP called daCat that I'm writing a comic for, and I got a tattoo of it because
that's some dedication, man.
Yeah, it's dedication, but also because I'm a little crazy. And I even told other people, I'm trying to raise some money right now. I was like, give me 2 ETH and I'll get your logo tattooed on me and I'll live stream it. And so we, and there's a couple people we're trying to negotiate. Well, I can't do 2 ETH, but I could do this. And when you see me live getting a tattoo, you'll know what happened.
No less than 2 ETH, my man.
But for getting onto VeVe, it's not an easy challenge. Normally you need to have like 30 or 50,000 followers, and you need to have had sales of your physical product, and then they'll do a digital twin for you. But because I'm their biggest affiliate, I had pitched to them like, hey, if I want to make a comic, it's me, like everyone will buy it. And they said, yeah, sure. So the first comic's going to be 80 pages from daCat. And then once people got wind of what I was doing, they're like, hey, let me give you some money and make a comic of our character. And it's like, okay, we can do that. And you'll get the revenues. Like, you have to pay me for it, but you'll get the revenues from the sales. And then it'll have to be under the daCat brand. They said, fine. And then I said, okay, you'll get. So we've had Chaos on the Chains. We've had Crappy Bird. We've had Sharby, Solana Wolfpack, Ladies on Solana, Space Penguins, Monk, DigiJoints, and Nike the Pig. So I've written like 10 other comics already. Nice. They'll all be on VeVe next year. And they'll do a crossover with daCat as well. I mention them in every live stream that I do. Out of some of those funds, I would love to write a comic for you guys and get you on VeVe. Would that be possible?
Yeah, that sounds like something we're highly interested in. Yeah,
okay.
We're doing all sorts of creative marketing, and that falls right in line with what we want to do. Here's another thing we've done. We've partnered with this Facebook group with 72,000 people in it. It's been a nightmare for me because I'm the one dealing with all these messages. It's like a sports gambling Facebook group. A lot of degens in one Facebook group sharing their parlays and all this shit. And we're partnered with the owner of the group. He told them about the coin, and I'm onboarding like 5 to 10 of these people a day. I'm missing out on onboarding like 20 of them because half of them can't get past Phantom, right? But I am engaging with these people. And at the end of the day, we are onboarding new people to the space. So we're all about the creative marketing edge. And yeah, we would love to have SMOL in a comic, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I pictured all sorts of future things for SMOL, you know, a children's book, comics, like who knows what else from there. But a comic, that'd be sweet, man.
Yeah. So generally what happens with it is that so in daCat, we're going to do a physical comic. I think Nike the Pig is doing one as well.
Okay.
But the digital, I think VeVe takes the majority, like lion's share. But being able to just be shoulder to shoulder with Marvel and DC and just, you know, the big IP, and especially nowadays that WB, like you have Netflix and Paramount fighting for control over WB, and it's insane.
Yeah, I've been seeing that all over the timeline.
Yeah. So I think IP is really like even this morning you had Disney invest $1 billion into OpenAI, giving them the ability to use their licenses in their Sora app. But I have that. So the lore behind SMOL you just gave us, and the lore is pretty wild. For a comic, it could be about the lore. It could be like straight up, or it could be because everyone else is like kind of like bipedal. They can speak human or English, and they have their own world. Do you know who Pro the Doge is? The Dogecoin millionaire guy?
Yeah, Slum Doge.
Yeah. So he's a good buddy of mine. He's in the daCat comic. He's the leader of the Doge world, and everyone loves my dog / Dashi over there, and I'm actually writing a comic like for Dashi, and spoilers, it's not even out yet. Towards the end of the comic, Pro the Doge will go to find Dashi because we have this big bad in like daCat number 5 that we have to fight. Would it be okay if I made SMOL like a soldier or leader of either their own world or part of the Doge world?
I'm gonna let you handle the creatives here. I think maybe including some of her lore, but then building off the story and, you know, adding all these other characters and stuff would be cool. But again, comics they're not my world, man. That's yours.
I have a very good idea. We'll get there. So in the greater macro, we finally have some bullish news. It looks like the Clarity Act will be passed in January. We had rate cuts yesterday. We'll have more definitely in May when Jerome Powell gets out of office, but he might step down beforehand. 2026 budgets. There'll be a bunch of narratives. Everyone's saying the narratives will be insanely bullish. There'll be digital collectibles narrative and NFT narrative and metaverse narrative, but there'll also be memes. And most memes, so I typically don't touch meme coins because after I got out of the military, I made my money with high risk lending, and it was all business owners, and I could see their business, I could see their revenues, their bank accounts, their P&Ls, and most meme coins, it's like, yeah, we have vibes and we have the best memes. And it's like, okay, there's no underlying business. This is trash. This is never going to make it. Hi, baby. But for daCat, you know, we have revenues, we have a bunch of partnerships, and it seems like for SMOL, you guys have at least a couple dozen people subscribing so far.
Yes, and we're obviously we have the creator fees, but like we have something that we can show is growing, you know, in subscribers, and that's actually a monthly recurring income for the project, for dog charities. And, you know, my theory is when we break that top 20%, you're going to start to see us go viral. Crypto Twits wrote a really good article about SMOL today that definitely should be read by the audience.
So there's and again, I saw you, the reason I saw it because I was just doom scrolling through Twitter, and then Matt Wallace had retweeted or had mentioned something. How did you get him to do that?
So I've worked with him before, but it was a shot in the dark. I messaged him, I sent him a text, and I was like, hey, this is what we're doing. I don't know if you want to be part of it, but let me know. Ended up getting a response from him like 2 days later. I was like, oh, he's like, this is awesome. And then he's like, I'm actually followed by Sophie Rain. He's one of the 160 people that she follows. And he's like, let's do this. Let's make something happen. So then we hopped on the phone, you know, made our terms of what we give to him. And, you know, but he's super bullish on it. He even got his own friends and family to buy. And as you know, Matt Wallace was a huge leader in the Doge movement. So
Yeah,
now he's
we've
the leader
talked
of
a
the
few.
small movement.
Yeah, he's great. We've talked a few times before.
To be honest with you, what got us the partnership was the narrative and the OnlyFans, because it's never been done, and so many people would love to see this cute, innocent little dog flip these OnlyFans creators. And it doesn't stop there. People would love to see this dog flip Kim Kardashian, flip celebrities, become again, I keep saying it, become the American Doge, the dog by and for the people. There's a lot of little fun lingo we got going.
So we got a little bit more lore to describe. What is Small's favorite human food?
Ooh, chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Small nose ball. Small 100% nose ball. I think Small is small enough to be able to fit into a bunch of clothes. Like, I don't know if you ever seen like dogs in cosplay where they're like Sailor Moon from the Sailor Scouts or like Dragon Ball Z characters. Do you have any human or any type of clothes that you could dress up Small in?
She has a Lions jersey. She has some type of Halloween costume. I'm not exactly sure. My girlfriend would know. But yes, she... oh, Shmer. Come on, just stay a little longer. But yeah, we have some outfits for her. We actually ordered... this is kind of goofy, but I'm just going to say it anyways. We just ordered like a little wiener dog bikini set. We're going to take a picture in it and put it on the OnlyFans just to be... Like, that's so funny, man.
Oh, my God, that's hysterical. So we've gone up another couple percent from 100% to 112% since we've been live. Everyone seems that. So for those that don't know, the standard pump fund contract, what are the fees with that? Is there a fee when you...
The standard fee, I think it's like 0.2%.
Okay,
no,
really
actually, they changed it, actually. It varies by market cap. When you're under 250K, I think it's close to like 0.5%. And then once you get closer to $1 million, it slowly goes down to 0.2%, which is where it stays.
So the fully diluted market cap, 666,000. The liquidity looks like 84,000. For the liquidity, is that locked for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, it's burned. They burn it. So when a pump fund coin graduates, it automatically gets burned. Yeah.
Nice. That's very impressive. So we've gone over what we're going to do, or what you guys are going to do with the OnlyFans funds. What about the pump fund funds? Is it going to be a similar breakdown?
If you go to the pump fund website, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, we've pretty much just been buying back coins with the DEVVE wallet. Every once in a while, we'll pay for something small, but they've mostly been going towards buyback and burns. We're also going to do some giveaways with that as well. But we're trying to just reinvest it in the project. We believe in this in the long run. We're actually going to MemeCon in April of next year.
Where is that?
So it's in Vegas. I highly recommend it if you haven't checked that event out, especially with your project that you have going.
Yeah, what are the dates?
April 28th is when it officially starts.
Okay. Yep, 2026, an event for degens. Okay. Actually, April 27th, Box Fund, MemeX, Meme Core. Okay. Let me to 1 year. Okay, NFT. Give me one sec. Love Vegas. Just went to DesignerCon in Vegas a few weeks ago. That was great. Oh, I might be in Japan that week. Me and my bae are doing a Japan trip for Golden Week. I think that's going to be the week that we're there. I'll let you know though. But I told the people from daCat, I was like, hey, we really need to get to these physical events because VeVe was in Portugal, NFT conference, Portugal in like April or May of this year. And they gave 100,000 OMI, which is like just like $20 to anyone that signed up for the VeVe app. And like, wait, we just get like 100,000, we just get crypto for signing up. Like, yeah. And that was enough to buy whatever comic they wanted. Usually some comics are really crazy, or whatever collectible they wanted. So I think that would be really cool. So that's the first event you guys are going to, right?
Yeah, so far. We have other things planned. We're calling it Small Tour. We want to go visit other people. And
will Small be there?
Yes, that's the plan. Now, Small is slowly getting better around other people. As a rescue dog and one that went through hardship, she isn't very trustworthy of anyone other than me and my girlfriend. But she's getting better. So
okay, so there's
I can't promise that she'll love you guys, but I'll promise you that you'll love her.
So if we can get, so right now again, $650,000 market cap is no joke.
Yeah.
What market cap do we have to get up to in order for you guys to go? I know you're on Solana. Would you guys go to ETH Denver, or is that like, that's on ETH?
Is that a February event?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, we would consider we like to go anywhere where there's connections to be made. I've gone there before. That's actually where I met Slum Doge. I met up with him. Yeah, we hung out. He had like a premiere that went live that night on Netflix.
Okay.
So I met with him there. Yeah.
That'd be cool. So if the DEVVE token goes to $10 by then, I'll be there with daCat. I think we'd have a nice little Huge and Ha collaboration here between SMOL and daCat. We'd totally love to share a booth. That'd be great. Cut down some costs. Unless are you getting a booth, or are you just like, we're just going to attend? And if
we go to ETH Denver, we would just, I don't know. I haven't even looked at their event schedule, seen the speaker panel or anything that's going on there.
Book that ticket.
But I know that Vitalik usually goes.
Yeah.
So, but okay. I guess let's talk about that again as it gets a little closer.
Yeah, we totally can. So, okay, you guys do buybacks, you do burns here. What is so a lot of times I ask companies like, okay, you guys are doing this, you're raising a certain amount of money. What happens if you don't raise it? What do you and your girlfriend do for a living that you can, you have the flexibility to be able to do this with the time, and also
mostly just cryptocurrency trading? Actually, pretty much all cryptocurrency trading, development. Again, I haven't launched a project in a year and a half, but I've made some seriously good trades in the last year and a half. So I've kind of just been floating around, looking for something to do, something on my own merit and the merit of the community and the merit of SMOL. So, and Zoe, my girlfriend, she's been investing since she was very young. So she was very smart with her money, especially in her younger years. So she pretty much set herself up to be flexible, especially in this space.
I would think I got more lucky than anything. I got into high risk lending, which was great. I had a great mentor. I bought Tesla, I bought Pokemon cards, and then they just went crazy. Nice. That was awesome. My friend Pixie, I don't know what she had, like some type of surgery in like 2014, and she was on a bunch of Ambien, and the Ambien told her to buy Bitcoin. and she did, and so she made a lot of money with that. She still has a few Bitcoin. Nice. What do you think before SMOL? What was your greatest accomplishment in crypto? What was the greatest flip or investment that you had?
Probably my blockchain project that unfortunately did fall. It was proof of memes. I worked on that project for 6 months. We had a total budget from development taxes of just a few $1 million. It did go to a $350 million market cap. And this was in a bear market. Now, the problem was, we started to get all these active users on chain. Everybody will tell this story differently, and the people that didn't sell the top will tell it very angrily. But this is what happened. A lot of the whales that owned Palm and got in it early were shoving all sorts of money into meme coins and that were on the blockchain. And those people that made those meme coins were rug pulling, taking money, sending it to MEXC and these other exchanges and just dumping it and dumping it and dumping it. It kept happening. And it was supposed to be the blockchain for degens. And that's what proof of meme stood for. So I couldn't really say too much about them doing that. But eventually there was just so much sell pressure. We went from 350 mil to where I'm sitting at a conference in Florida. And the thing was, unfortunately at like 10, 15 mil. And it just tanked the treasury. And, if there's one regret I had with that project was giving up and saying, there's no longer enough money in the treasury to operate this. Our operating costs between our marketing, the blockchain, the RPCs, the nodes, everything we had online, just the tech itself was $200,000 a month. And then you add on the cost of marketing. Some people wanted like 50 ETH a month. And again, this is in the dead bear market, but that was my most successful project. And that kind of gave me the drive to keep moving forward. Biggest regret, not sticking it through, because I think Pump Fund would be on Proof of Memes if I would have just stuck it through, worked with the community and found a way to get more funds. Again, we operated for 6 months on a $2 million budget. In contrast, Richard Hart's Pulse Chain raised $1 billion to operate from where they are today, and they're still down 98%. So our upside and the way we launched and the way we did things, I should have stuck that through. So it's my biggest accomplishment, but also in some ways my biggest upset.
Yeah. He's very anti anything that's not Pulse Chain. He's doing
another sacrifice now, and $1 billion. If you gave me $1 billion back then, a Proof of Memes would be sitting where Solana is, because at the end of the day, most of Solana's volume comes from meme coins. The difference was I as a founder was actively promoting the fact that this blockchain is only for meme coins and shit coins. And Solana's gotten way past, I guess, meme coins now. You could say they're onboarding all these stocks. You can buy Tesla right on Solana. You can buy all these crazy different types of investments on Solana now. So I guess they started with meme coins though. Just same with ETH. And I guess Solana's done a better job of onboarding JP Morgan and all these bigger companies to their blockchain. So, but yeah, it was supposed to be the degen chain.
If is Zoe listening right now?
Upstairs.
Okay. If you don't have the trademark for SMOL, I would 100% recommend getting that like ASAP. Because then that's and again, everyone here is probably pretty chill, but just grab that so that this way, when the comic takes off or the IP goes up. So what we're doing with daCat is that the revenues from the IP and the daCat Chronicles and all that, whether it's show, anime, comic, physicals, whatever, that'll go to supporting the token. The token's like $1.2 million market cap, so it's not bad right now. But by itself, the token is one thing. Obviously, you guys have the OnlyFans. You guys have multiple things that you'll be doing. We'll do a comic for you guys. You'll keep the revenues from that. I'll just charge for writing. What are the other things that you have planned? Do you have like a plushie? Do you have any dog bowls, collars, all that?
We're taking a play out of kind of some of the bigger coins playbooks. I look at all the things that the SHIB community was able to build. A lot of them built within the community itself, but our plans are to build dog toys, dog products, and look at what Dave Portnoy did. He turned Miss Peaches into a drink brand. So if we get to the point where SMOL is now a bigger celebrity than Miss Peaches, or not if, when we get to that point, maybe we'll launch a drink brand. We'll launch, we'll do really fun stuff with her. So, but definitely merch, definitely dog toys. Probably won't go into the dog food, but merch and dog toys and maybe a drink brand. We're letting it, we're going to see where we get first. We're building the brand. We're having fun with the meme coin. We're starting to go viral. People like Matt Wallace are pushing this, and we're going to see where we end up.
Yeah,
it's easier to look at that stuff when you have a $500 million market cap. It's like, well, we better do something. We're here.
Yeah. There's only 425 followers on X, so it's pretty small for now.
Our engagement over the last month, we've had over 500,000 views.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, you guys should have a lot. Based on the engagement, I think you guys will have a lot more. We'll have a lot more followers soon. So there's I forget the name of it. There's a cat, Momo the cat, that has an insane amount of followers on TikTok, because they use AI and they have to make these really funny songs, and the songs are like a minute long, and it's about this cat with this crazy family. The grandma's like a former gangster. The mom does like OnlyFans. The sister's like a serial killer. Like it's crazy, and they make little songs about it. And they have like 500,000 followers on Facebook, but it's like a $400,000 market cap. And if they could figure out how to, or on TikTok, and if they could figure out how to get the audience from TikTok to buy their token, they'd be like huge. But they just haven't figured that out yet. So I feel like,
I gotta be honest, the translation, the translation from TikTok to a coin has always been shit. In my opinion, like, again, I think that, you know, to go to millions and maybe even billions with the coin, it has to go there because the people that are in the community made it go there. Then they have sentimental attachment to it. Then you have, you know, people that actually work to get it there. You know, they feel a reason to keep pushing it. When something's already viral and you shove a coin under its name, you know, it's the coin has nothing to do with it. And I think that's why coins like 67 are having issues. Like, you know, realistically, with the amount of views that's getting, or Franklin, you would think these would be $500 million runners. But, you know, their engagement is coming from everything but the community. They're not building floors with the community. Build the staircase with the community. That's my personal opinion on it. But I think the translation from TikTok to a crypto coin is very difficult.
Yeah, that's hard. What is the craziest thing that you've done so far for SMOL, and what's the craziest thing that you would do? Not for the for the token. Obviously, for the token, people go crazy.
The craziest thing, I mean, I think we've done, obviously, is put her on OnlyFans. No project's ever done that. The craziest thing I would do, I mean, I would take her on a podcast tour. If she becomes a celebrity, we want her to become, you know, we're talking like getting her on Dr. Phil, like all these, you know, Fox News, CNN, we're not going to be biased in it, but getting her interviews with bigger celebrities and bigger persona. You know, again, our goal is to flip the OnlyFans stars, but then start flipping celebrities, not just in market cap, but in, I guess, a shared love from the world to SMOL. And yeah, I mean, people are going to want to interview. They interview celebrities all the time. If SMOL is a celebrity, I mean, Dave Portnoy and Miss Peaches get interviewed all the time. We're trying to be a lot bigger than that. And that's because of the community. Again, all of our success, the floors we build, the subscribers we have, and, you know, the OnlyFans stars that we're flipping, that's because of you guys. So you guys, you know, you've adopted her digitally. We adopted her physically, and combined, you know, we're making her into the celebrity. Most people, you know, if you tried making your dog viral on TikTok, you know, it's just you and maybe a girlfriend working to make this dog viral. We have hundreds of people that bought our token that are working to make her viral. Our odds of success, especially when this gets into the thousands of holders, then we'll have thousands of people working to make our dog viral, and they have a part ownership in that, which makes it really fun. So our odds of success are 1,000 times more likely with 1,000 holders than it is for one individual trying to make their dog go viral on X or TikTok. And that's the way I think that's a good view.
So right now, I assume you could just swap on Phantom Wallet.
You can buy directly on Phantom.
Has any other exchange reached out to you, being like, "Hey, we're thinking about listing"? And
we've had some exchanges reach out to us, but we're holding a very strong position right now. You know, go be the GOAT of exchanges and go buy tokens on the market and list it. Be one of the first exchanges to list it. And if I'm not mistaken, a very small exchange has listed us, but I can't remember their name. I'd have to go through my Telegram DMs and look. I don't even think it's like a tracked exchange, but there is a small exchange that listed us. But, you know, when a project gets success and starts going viral, what people might not know, I have so much knowledge and experience with exchanges because I used to have to pay for this shit back in the 2021 through the year 2024. If there's one thing Pump Fund did good for us, it made it so you don't have to pay exchanges anymore, because there was never any, you know, most Pump Fund coins become CTOs and there's never any teams left anywhere. So there's no one for them to ask, who should we talk to for a listing? So they just started listing coins on their own. That goes all the way up to Binance. You know, they're just listing this shit on their own. So if your coin goes viral and you're pumping, you know, these exchanges will list you because they want to make fees. So, but back in the day, we were paying, you know, $200K for a GotBit listing. It was crazy, man.
Oof, that's so much. Oh my
now
God.
that I know that these exchanges are listing for free, I will fade them every time. You know, go buy your own bag. If you believe in this project like we do, you'll go list it. You'll have your own market makers. You know how to make profits off your own fees. Go do it yourself.
Yeah. So with Sora, I don't know, have you ever used Sora before, or any type of AI?
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy AI app. Yeah. I think I just recently got permission to join. I don't know how long ago. I haven't played with it much. I've kind of showed my loyalty to Grok. And for one reason we do that is because we raid the shit out of Elon Musk with SMOL. Some of our posts, I'd have to go look at which ones have like 70,000 views under Elon posts. Yeah. She gets a lot of love under Elon.
Good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he's got, Floki. His dog is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big dog lover. For Sora, you can make different characters on there. One of my guys from daCat has made a daCat TV like thing. So some of my posts, I'll put like, can you have daCat fighting like the Hat Man? Do you know who the Hat Man is?
I'm
Have
look it up, though.
Have you ever taken too much Robitussin?
Ooh, does that give you like some? Oh, I'm looking it up right now. Paranormal.
Yeah. So it's like everybody.
I haven't done that, but what I do get every once in a while is sleep paralysis, and I've seen shit similar to that. I've seen some shit similar to that. So
on Sora, I'll be like, have daCat fighting, the Hat Man, or have daCat like double fisting shotguns and then drinking beer like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it's pretty cool to do. Would you be opposed to making videos on Sora about SMOL and being like, have SMOL doing these cute things?
Not at all, man. Like, cool. We want as much variations of content, as much real content as well, real photos of her. But like the AI angle, it's unavoidable now. Everybody's posting videos. AI videos get millions of views. It's it's kind of a sad reality, but it is reality.
Yeah. So there's you said you've had sleep paralysis. Can you go over
I get it every once in a while, and I'll tell you the only time I get it when I'm running very low on sleep. Like I'll sit there. Like if I only got 6 hours of sleep between 2 different days, that's gonna be a night where I'm going to bed and I'll just sit there like paralyzed, making noises and shit. My girlfriend will tap on me till I wake up. So that's one of the biggest factors in getting it. It's definitely not fun. I've been really good about not getting it lately because I'm ensured that I at least get 4 to 6 hours of sleep per night. But every once in a while, I'll get excited, overwork myself, stay up super late on voice chats, and just over-engage myself. And lo and behold, there's a monster on top of you.
Damn, that's rough, having to definitely get at least 4 or 5 hours sleep a night, because sometimes you just want to work and you just want to do that. It's like, before you and your girlfriend got into crypto, what did you guys do?
I mean, we were in college. We graduated college. She was working as a manager, or she was working an internship at a hotel. And then COVID hit, and that was basically the end of whatever careers we wanted to pursue. We got into crypto. And
how old are you guys?
26.
Okay, you guys are young.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys have a lot of energy. You guys can do this forever.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you guys can do all right. So I'm 34, so I'm a little bit older. When you guys are doing this, and this is way in the future, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but it's kind of fun to know. If you guys ever have a kid one day, will the middle name be SMOL?
Oh, it'd be fun to put her in a name. If we hit $1 billion, or when we hit $1 billion market cap, we'll put that in a contract. We'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
For SMOL, I assume SMOL is fixed, and there's no.
Yeah, she's paid. Yeah.
Okay. Is if you guys hit a certain market cap, would you ever clone her?
No, as much as I would love to have so many of my dogs back, you're never going to get the same dog back.
Yeah.
And there's so many rescue dogs out there and animals that need help. Tom Brady did it. I read that recently. And I just, that would be like, imagine you died early and, imagine I died early and my parents just cloned me. Is that going to be the same person there? No.
Yeah.
It's something super weird to think about. I think as maybe humanity gets more accepting of weird technologies, and unfortunately, kids dive into this like brain rot culture, and they don't even understand feelings. Those people will probably clone their dogs and pets, which I think is pitiful. And that's one of the things that this project's really aiming to solve as well. The culture of OnlyFans and the culture of the girls on Instagram and Facebook, and men thinking this is reality. And reality, most women do have imperfections, and this dog kind of fights back against these these figures that tend to think they're perfect online, and it's just this sweet little innocent dog. And Elon Musk has a quote that says the most. He says it two different ways. He says the most ironic outcome is the most likely outcome. Then he says the most exciting outcome is the most likely outcome. And nothing would be more exciting than turning on your news channel and seeing that this small rescue dog, flipped Sophie Rain and is on track to flipping OnlyFans, and millions of dollars are being donated to dog rescues, and that's what we're aiming for. And in the meantime, OnlyFans is getting flooded with people throwing their dogs and cats and pets, and people showing their art on there, or whatever mainstream things they're putting on there. We're flooding it with wholesome things, and people realize we have to support things other than just this weird group of, that's mostly men. Let's be honest, it's mostly some weird men that are just giving away money to these people, and they need to find some value in themselves and support actual creators and support a positive message. So we actually aim to change the way OnlyFans is looked at, and in the future, when this thing is a top creator, it's going to be in their best interest to showcase this. This small innocent dog is changing the way people look at OnlyFans.
Yeah, I think the statistic is 12% of 18 to 25-year-old girls are on OnlyFans, and then 50% of married men are on OnlyFans. And it's like, that is wild.
Yeah, it is.
I think there's this, there is this loneliness epidemic. And part of the reason why I really want to support a lot of these animal charities is because a lot of the loneliness has to do with men. And I feel like dogs don't care what you look like or how much you make. They just love you. Don't. And I think if you get more dogs in the houses where men are, the men will feel loved, and they'll become better husbands, they'll become better fathers, become better sons, and all that. If they can do that. My end goal is to buy land in Madagascar to be able to hopefully save some of the endangered species there. But yeah, the secondary thing is to try to.
There is nothing more innocent and welcoming and loving and loyal than a dog, and especially this one. We rescued her. Do you know how grateful these little animals are when you've taken them out of a horrible situation, and and they don't ask for much. They want some food on their plate at the end of the day. They want snuggles. Most dogs like snuggles, and she likes being in a warm house.
Yeah.
And some people, sometimes you don't even need that. Dogs are extremely loyal.
What is her most unique thing? Does she take shoes? Does she have at dinner time?
She steals all my socks. Whenever I go to bed, I wake up in the morning, and I don't even know where she's getting them at this point. She has a hidden stash somewhere. I'll wake up, and in the hallway there's one of my socks shredded. Say goodbye, Schmear.
Is that you? Is that what you do, puppy? Yeah.
She loves stealing my socks, but she's also very cuddly as well. She likes sleeping up right alongside me or Zoe.
Oh, that's cool. That's adorable. Do you think you'll ever have cats in the house, or is it just a dog family only for now?
We have a couple cats now.
Okay.
But they live their own life, at least for my end. They some cats are friendly, but the older you get them, the less friendly they are.
That's fair.
Well, not less friendly. So that's not always the case, but the harder it is for them to adapt to dogs. So we got two of our dogs first, and then we got the other two. But the cats have had trouble, adopting lives around dogs.
Yeah. Do the dogs?
If you get them when they're small, you probably know this as well. And they're around dogs, they don't care. The dogs will be afraid of the cats most of the time.
Yeah. I like the cats that were. I like cats that were raised by dogs and dogs that were raised by cats. And the dogs do the little loaf thing.
Things, where they sit
like that. Yeah, and the cats pant and stuff, and they do dogs that's so cool. Their animals are so awesome.
They are.
In the end of the day with this small, where do you think you could do the most good? Is it through maybe an anime one day? Is it through? Do you think it'd be continuing through OnlyFans? Would it be through YouTube?
Start on OnlyFans, And, I would love to see this become the next Nala. But beyond that, I'd love to see this SMOL become a brand ambassador for dog rescues, but also on places like Chewy.com. It's going to start on OnlyFans and go viral there, but this needs to translate over to partnerships with Chewy.com and just giving back and, not being so greedy with the money that SMOL gives. This dog at the end of the day is the reason this exists. So you have to give back to dogs. You have to do things for these shelters. And, this is one way for us to do that. So, we see her becoming this giant brand, and we see companies taking her to that next level.
Yeah, agreed. I think a lot of the rescues that I work with, that they always need towels, they always need, supplies, but
Yep.
most of what they need is really just bodies. They need people to be like, hey, we're out of room. Can you take this dog for a couple?
They need fosters, man. They need a lot of foster. And I can't personally foster any more dogs because I always end up keeping them.
Yeah.
So I've given up on that route. But we have fostered a couple cats over the last year.
Yeah. My couple girlfriends ago was this girl, Danielle, that I'd actually worked with years ago. She's a veterinarian, and we wound up hooking up again, and she would always foster. And it's like, yeah, and like she didn't need to. It's just for the love of the game, for the love of the animals.
Yeah.
Like, well, they need someplace, and love that. We have almost 200 people here. We're about an hour in. What are the what's the message you think that SMOL would like to communicate to the world?
SMOL wants you to trade your lust for love. She wants you to, she wants to renormalize society as much as she can. You're not just subscribing to a dog on OnlyFans. You're subscribing to a subscription that, makes OnlyFans more normal, makes society more normal. And you're also giving to dog rescues. It's $4.99 a month. It's as much as you spend on a coffee, or less than you spend on a coffee at Starbucks. So you're contributing to this story going viral, which will result in more and more dog rescues being helped by our OnlyFans. And, SMOL wants to say she loves you guys. SMOL, it's greatest thing ever. She doesn't know she has all these fans, and she's just walking around the same happy dog. This project could be in the billions, and she's going to be the same goofy, fluffy little dog. She doesn't even know. And that's the difference between her and Sophie Rain, is she's happy right now. She'd be happy if we were broke. But, her being at $1 billion, that's the most ironic outcome.
So I just caught up with a Telegram real quick, and Zoe said, for anyone listening to the podcast, the craziest thing that has been done for SMOL was running across a 50-mile-per-hour road trying to catch her when she went missing from another foster's house. Yes. Willing to risk it all for my little weenie queenie. That is bananas.
Yeah, I forgot. We'll have to get her on an interview one day, but it's really her story. She rescued the dog. I was out looking for it as well, but there's this road where she got out. Again, this wasn't our house. We weren't fostering her at the time. I didn't even really know about her. But she got out. She'd just been spayed, and she got out. So she has her stitches down there, and the risk of infection is very, very high. She was out for a week, and the road right there was a 55-mile-per-hour road. And who knows how many times she went back and forth across it. And every once in a while, they would get a call saying they had a sighting. So she stayed around the area where she got out, but man, she probably put 100 miles on her little leggies that week.
Yeah, damn. So for people that don't know, there are guys on Pornhub that what they do is they build pools, and they shoot guns and they survive outside. Like, there are people, you don't, just because you go on a site that's known for porn doesn't mean that that's what you do. So my friend Julie, back in the day for OnlyFans, she would just post videos of her reading the Constitution. Yeah. So what Roger does for SMOL is he just posts cute. And again, I just subscribed.
SMOL is on OnlyFans. Our dog is on OnlyFans. She's the first verified dog on OnlyFans. It's just real sweet and innocent content. The money's getting donated majority of the money's getting donated to dog rescues. And our goal is to flip Sophie Rain. We're going viral because of this. Go look at what Crypto Twits posted about us. But it's very cute, innocent content. And it's a renormalization revolution. That's what we've been calling it. We're renormalizing society. We've invaded, she's the Trojan horse of OnlyFans. we've put this cute little dog on a notorious site where people spend money to see, I don't have to say it, but it's very sweet, innocent content. And he's showing you right now. That's exactly the type of content we're posting on there.
Yeah, all of these little babies. So that's what's on the OnlyFans, which is great. Also on the Telegram, for anyone joining, you guys are picking 2 lucky winners to receive $50 in small tokens. All you have to do is subscribe to the OnlyFans account, and if you do, you'll be put in the running for a raffle to win $50 in the token. Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yes. We're gonna do a bunch of giveaways on there. We want to give back to the people that are helping the dog rescues as well. So we're gonna do a ton of giveaways on there. Some contests, things like that. And yeah, we can't wait to show you guys the donations going through. OnlyFans has a 7-day holding period on any funds. Like you just subscribed. We won't be able to access that and donate it for 7 days. It's an interesting system.
That'd be great. Let's go talk off camera for a little bit. Any last things you want to say before we talk off camera?
Yeah, thank you guys all for showing up. Thank you for listening. Get involved, join the community, be part. Again, I called it the renormalization revolution. I'm going to keep calling it that. Support small, join the OnlyFans. At the end of the day, you can sit there and stare at a chart, or you can be part of the change, subscribe, and have fun with this project. At the end of the day, this is a very, very fun project to be part of, very entertaining, and SMOL is starting to go viral. So if you don't track it now, you're going to see it everywhere in your timeline later. But thank you for hosting me, Randy.
Yeah, of course, slow but steady. We'll have you stay on while we end the live. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Dashi wants you to subscribe to